Ladies, gentlemen and students, good afternoon and welcome to our awards ceremony for 2016. I would particularly like to welcome our board member, Kun Waratia. Thank you very much for being with us this afternoon, especially as you've been here all day for the primary ceremony as well. I'd also like to welcome our school director, Dr. Visut, and our principal, Mr. John. Thank you also, parents, for joining us and for supporting us at this afternoon's ceremony. We're here to celebrate the academic achievement and efforts of our students over the last year. I know from reading reports over the year that in general our students work very hard. It's something that I always comment on at the end of every term after I've read their reports, that the very large majority of our students do put a lot of effort into what they do throughout the year. That makes it very difficult for the teachers to decide who to recommend for the award of the prizes that will be given this afternoon. And in all cases, there are a lot of students who are not very far behind the student who has won the prize. As usual, between the award of prizes, we'll be entertained with a number of musical performances, which I will introduce to you as we go through the programme. Please could I ask you to turn your phones either off or onto silent mode. A couple of words to the students. As usual, we don't tell the students in advance who has won the prizes. So please listen carefully for your name. As usual, there are a few of you who have won 2 prizes, so keep listening even if you have already been and collected 1 prize. If I read your name out as a prize winner, please would you come out to the stage straight away. Come up in the order I announce you in small groups, and if you could come up on that side of the stage and then go off that side of the stage and back to the seat that you came from. There are always some students who are sat there thinking, I'm never going to win a prize. 2 years ago, we had a student who decided to take his shoes off because he was convinced he wasn't going to win a prize. We then had to wait while he put them back on again because he did win a prize. So it may well be you. And please, I don't think, I can see 1 or 2 white shirts, possibly not. If you don't have a blazer, please borrow one so that at least you do have one for the photograph. But I think looking that everybody does have their blazer. That's all from me. I would now like to invite Mr. John onto the stage to give us a short address. Mr. John.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Secondary Awards Ceremony 2016. It's my pleasure to speak to you this afternoon as we celebrate the achievements of our secondary students and also say goodbye to a group of Year 13 students as they move on to the next stage of their lives. Important day in the academic life of the school. It's the one time in the year when we really celebrate the excellence of one group of students and also acknowledge the efforts of others. We do celebrate success in sport and music and other areas on a regular basis, but today is all about academic success. And I've said before, academic success is important. It's a prime reason that most of you are in school, and whilst education is changing, academic success could still be your ticket to opportunities in the future. The better you do at school, the better grades you achieve in your IGCSE and A-level examinations, the more choices you are likely to have in life. And academically, you're lucky to be at St. Stephen's, where the examination results are very, very good. St. Stephen's is not like some other schools, which only admit students who get high test scores or who speak excellent English and then boast about their examination results. Any school can do that. What we do at St Stephen's is admit students of all abilities and various English levels, as a school should. And we educate you the best we can. And I think we do a very good job, as our examination results are excellent, and they do compare to the selective schools. What, though, are the factors that contribute to that success? I'm sure you could name them. Firstly, your teachers. You are lucky to have a group of well-qualified and dedicated teachers who compare to any school in the world. Some of those teachers will be moving on this year, but they've already been replaced by equally good staff. I'm sure some of you are going to miss your teachers, and certainly you will remember them for the rest of your lives. So teachers. Secondly, our curriculum. The curriculum we offer in the secondary school, the IMYC, the International Middle Years Curriculum, with its emphasis on connecting subject and personal qualities, along with the IGCSE and A-level, is as good a secondary curriculum as you can find internationally. If you add to that the emphasis on Thai language, Thai culture, and Thai music, you have a perfect combination for anybody being educated in Thailand. So the curriculum, teachers' curriculum. And thirdly, and often neglected, parental and family support, both in and out of school. I've never been in a school where parents are so involved in their children's education, although it's probably more visible in primary than secondary, especially today. I think as you go through the school, parents tend to turn up less to things, but the support is still there. And many students here will owe their success to their parents. Firstly, for choosing an international school, but also then for all the additional support that goes with a child's education. Paying for your education, a big thing. Driving you to school each day, helping you with homework, coming to watch plays and concerts, supporting sports events, joining in exit points, coming to awards ceremonies. The list goes on and on. Parents are much more influential in your lives than school. Did you know that you are only in school 17% of your waking hours? So parents, curriculum, teachers. Fourthly, facilities. The school is committed to improving facilities to help support your learning. Last year, you would know a lot of work was completed. Early years was blocked in, air-conditioned. A new reception was built along with a new administration area, a new outdoor seating area. A new sixth form centre was built, a new IMYC room, and a new music suite. This holiday, the holiday coming, we will continue this development with some extensive work. All classrooms in the school will be renovated, as will the corridors in buildings 2 and 3. Bathrooms will be renovated. Outside play areas will be completely remodelled. Work's going to be done on a small side pitch. The sand area is going to be completely rebuilt. The canteen will be improved, a new kitchen as well. There will be new science labs, and old science labs will be upgraded. Work will be completed on the gym roof. The outside of the buildings will be painted to make it more attractive. The school will look very, very different when you return after the holidays. And that's not the end of the development. We're already talking about phase 3, the next stage of the development. So teachers, curriculum, parental support, facilities, all of a high quality or improving. But none of these matter unless you, the students, have the drive and the commitment to your studies. And I do know that the vast majority of you in this hall have that. Those winning awards today certainly do, and I would like to congratulate everybody who comes onto stage today. We'll see award winners today for excellence in different subject areas, as well as some extracurricular areas. There's also presentations for some students who it is felt have put a huge amount of effort into their work. And as said, we are saying goodbye to our Year 13. You all know that the awards are very difficult to win. Mr. Andrews already talked about that. To be the best in subject over a year is a huge achievement. And some students do it year on year. So if you do come on the stage today, be proud of your achievements, and do enjoy the moment. And if you're not a winner, don't be disheartened, especially if you've done your best. I'm sure you contribute to school in so many ways. And next year, it could be your turn. Do, though, make sure this year that you congratulate those who do receive awards. When I talked to my wife recently about what I was going to say today, I do that sometimes, she asked me the questions. How will it be different from last year? What has changed? And I thought a little about that. How would it be different? I would need to give the same congratulations as last year, as it's important to celebrate achievement, and that's what I've just done. But what is different from last year? What is different is that we're all a year older, and we've had another year of experiences since the last time we were here. A year at my time of life is significant in terms of years left, but for you, less so. I do hope, though, it's been a valuable year for you when you look back. I hope you feel you have gained something. Knowledge in the classroom, most definitely, I would say, but hopefully you've gained more than that. I hope you've taken some of the opportunities on offer, that you've made a contribution to the school in some way, perhaps participating in concerts, performances, sporting events perhaps, Thai festivals, fundraising activities like the bikeathon, theme days like Chinese New Year or Halloween. I hope you've had new experiences, challenged yourself in some way through the MUN, Business Enterprise, International Award, or Community Service. The last four mentioned are possibly the most valuable and memorable experiences that you can have. And it makes me sad when I hear of students dropping out of these activities, because either they think it's too tough, or the activities make them feel too uncomfortable, as that is the whole point and value of them. Most of you, though, will be nodding and saying yes to those questions regarding participation. But if you're one of the few who says, no, I did not take advantage of any opportunities, I didn't contribute to school life at all, I didn't improve myself. If you look back and all you can remember doing is playing computer games or being on social media for the last year, then you might think that you should make some changes in the future, as you're probably wasting your life. And speaking of the future and what it holds, last year I gave you a message. Never too late to make a change and start being successful. And I told you a story about drawing a Bunsen burner when I was a boy. I do hope that some of you have made some positive changes this year. Certainly that is my impression. This year my message is slightly different and mostly directed towards the older students. On Saturday I met an old friend who was visiting from China. He's someone I have taught in 3 different schools with, and currently he is activities director at a big international school in Beijing. We worked together nearly 30 years ago in Kuwait. He as a PE teacher, and me as a mathematics teacher, and we've kept in touch over the years. And at the weekend we met in a restaurant and watched England play Australia at rugby. And it had some interest, as he is Australian and I'm English. And after England had beaten Australia, again, which meant that he paid for our meal, we looked back over those 30 years and talked about what we might have done differently if we had our time again. And there were many things that came up. But the one thing we both agreed upon was that we could have got to where we are today in our careers much more easily and much more quickly if we'd made a plan all those years ago. And that's my message for you today, especially the older students as they move on. Always have a plan. I compare my career to a leaf drifting along a river, sometimes moving quickly down the middle, and other times getting stuck at the side of the river, sometimes being blown sidewards, and sometimes backwards. I did not start teaching thinking I would be a headmaster. I was a mathematics teacher, and that was it as far as I was concerned. I suppose that is the case with most teachers. But circumstances over the 30 years have dictated that I am here today talking to you. And some of those are happy circumstances, and some are not. Sometimes I've moved schools and things have gone very well, and other times I've made a bad move and things have not gone so well. But generally, none of my moves have been part of any master plan. They've simply been the result of things happening around me, personal and professional. But I've been fortunate and have ended up in a job I very much enjoy. But with a plan, I just feel that this could have happened 10 years ago. If I had a plan, I wouldn't be a leaf on the river. I would be in a boat with an engine, hopefully, or at least a paddle pushing me in the right direction, rather than leaving my progress to the current or the wind, and hopefully also moving more quickly. So my advice to you is to start planning your future. Be proactive. Find out about your options. Talk to people with experience, and don't leave things to chance. Know the next few steps of your life. But whilst you do plan, also be aware that plans change. You may not always be in control. Circumstances will change, both professionally and personally. You will change as people, as will your thoughts. And there may be setbacks. Even if I am in a boat on a river with an engine, it might break down or hit a log. Things can go wrong. To make this point, I mentioned something that happened fairly on in my career when I was working in the Middle East. I was on my summer holidays and things were going well. I'd just been promoted to head of mathematics for the next year, and I was spending several weeks in Florida touring around. And I woke up in a hotel room on the morning I was due to fly from Florida to California to continue my holiday. And I turned on the TV to watch the news. Now, in those days, there was no internet, no smartphones. I hadn't been watching TV, no newspapers, and so I didn't know what was going on around me. Anyway, I turned on the news, and the big news was Kuwait had just been invaded by Iraq. Now, Kuwait was where I was working. Now, it was very strange. It was a massive event, obviously, a global event which affected me, but for some reason I didn't worry. I thought I would be okay. And I flew to California to continue my holiday, thinking all would be okay. But obviously all was not okay. And over the next day or two, the implication of the news sunk in. Firstly, I'd lost my job. Obviously, I couldn't return to a country at war. I'd lost my home. Kuwait was where I'd been living for a number of years. I'd lost all my possessions, built up over a number of years. And it's funny, when you start to think of your possessions and what you own, you don't think of them until they're gone. And I later found out my flat had been ransacked and everything was taken, including my cars. And so there I was on holiday in a foreign country, because I'm not from the USA. No job, a few weeks before the start of the school year. No place to live. back to the bottom rung of the career ladder, or just below that, with just a bag of dirty clothes to my name. And it was a major setback from which it took years to recover. But I did recover. So do have a plan, but be prepared for setbacks. And have an alternative plan if things go wrong. Plan B, people say. Because generally, if things can go wrong, they will do. Thank you for listening this morning. I would like to congratulate our winners on their achievements. And also say well done. Well done to the rest of you for your hard work this year. I hope you enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. John. Very thought-provoking, I thought. Could I invite Mr. John to come back onto the stage, please, to present the prizes for year 7, 8 and 9. In these 3 year groups, we have 2 prizes for each class. One is for achievement, that's overall all subjects taken together, and the second prize in the class is for hard work. And then there are a number of prizes for achievement in the whole of Year 7, which are for art, music, drama, sport, and use of English. And those prizes are the same in Year 8 and then in Year 9. We've got one change this year. I agreed to a request from the PE department to have 2 sports prizes rather than just one for a boy and one for a girl. So the Year 7 prizes. In 7X for achievement, Mickey, hard work, bonus, and in 7Y, achievement, Mont, and hard work, Iraq. The Year 7 Arts Prize goes to Jump, Year 7 Music to Mook, and Year 7 Drama to Mickey. The Year 7 Sports Prizes go to Jump and Ohm, and the Use of English Prize to Pray. The Year 8 prizes in 8X, Achievement, Jonty, and Hard Work, Cherry, and in 8Y, Achievement, Weepern, and Hard Work, Pep. The Year 8 Year Group prizes, Art goes to Boss, Music to Cherry, and Drama to Chris. The Year 8 prizes for sport go to Ohm T and May May, and the Use of English prize to Ohm L. Next, the Year 9 prizes. In 9X, Achievement goes to Boom Boom and Hard Work to Ging, and in 9Y, Achievement to Bonita and Hard Work to Tull. The Year 9 Year Group prizes, Art goes to Mew, Music to Ploidy, and Drama to Prem. The Year 9 Sports prizes go to Jeremy and Bonita, and the Use of English prize to Ploy. The final two prizes in this group of prizes are the Key Stage 3 CAS prizes. Now these go to the one boy and the one girl in Year 7 or 8 or Year 9 who have contributed most to the school's after extracurricular activities programme. And these two prizes are the most competitive of all the prizes that we award, given the number of students in Year 7, 8 and 9. And these prizes go to Luke in Year 7 and May in Year 8. Thank you very much, Mr. John, for presenting those prizes. We're now going to have our first musical interlude. The senior choir is going to sing for us a song called Hold Back the River. Thank you very much for that. I'd like to invite Dr. Visas onto the stage to present the prizes to Year 10 students. Two years ago, we had 2 prizes per subject in both Year 10 and Year 11. Last year, we changed that to only 1 prize in Year 11 because we had a smaller year group. What we've decided to do this year is to make the prizes more competitive still and only have 1 prize in Year 10 as well as only 1 prize in Year 11. The Year 10 prizes for art goes to Millie, biology, Far, and business studies, Soot. Year 10 chemistry goes to Tigger, computer science to Rin, and economics to Kat. English goes to Tigger, geography to Chai Tao, and history to Mink. The ICT prize is won by Best, Mandarin by Ern, and Music by Mo. The mathematics prize is won by Pu Kao, who also wins the physics prize. PE, that's IGCSE PE, is won by Dio, and Thai by Ern. And finally, in Year 10, there are 2 extracurricular prizes and a Use of English prize. The extracurricular music prize goes to Pun Pun. As in Year 7, 8, 9, there are 2 sports prizes, 1 boy, 1 girl, and they are won by Pan and Mew Mew, and the Use of English prize goes to Rin. Thank you very much, Dr. Visa, for presenting those prizes. We're now going to have 2 short pieces played by the orchestra. The first one is called Viva la Vida, and the second one is the Radetzky March. Thank you very much, the orchestra. If you thought the first piece sounded more like a march than the second piece, then you were right. I announced them in the wrong order. I'd now like to invite Mr. John onto the stage to present the prizes to Year 11 students. As in Year 10, there is one prize for each academic subject, and then a couple of extracurricular prizes at the end of the list. The Year 11 Art Prize goes to Palin, Biology to Megan, and Business Studies to Char M. Year 11 Chemistry goes to Soy, Computer Science to Nick, and English to Forth. The Geography Prize goes to Wheeling, History to Megan, Mandarin to Shin, and Mathematics to Forth. The Music Prize is awarded to Soy, PE to Chester, Physics to Char M, and Thai to C. The extracurricular sports prizes go to Nicholas and to Becky, and the use of English prize to Chester. And finally, we have the Key Stage 4 CAS prizes, which, as in Key Stage 3, go to the boy and the girl, this time in Year 10 or 11, who have contributed most to the school's extracurricular programme. And these prizes go to Ron in Year 10 and Kelly in Year 11. Thank you very much, Mr. John, for presenting those prizes. We're now going to hear one of the choruses from the production of Little Shop of Horrors that we had earlier in this term. And the chorus is called Downtown Skid Row.
Alarm goes off at 7 and you start uptown. You put in your 8 hours for the powers that have always been. Till it's 5 p.m.
Where the guys are drips, downtown. Where they rip your slips, downtown. Where relationships are no-go. Down on Skid Row, down on Skid Row, down on Skid Row, down on Skid Row.
Poor, all my life I've always been poor. I keep asking God what I'm for, and He tells me, gee, I'm not sure. Sweep that floor, kid, oh. I started life as an orphan, a child of the street, down on Skid Row. He took me in, gave me shelter, a bed, crust of bread and a job. Treats me like dirt, calls me a slob, which I am. So I live downtown. That's your home address, you live downtown. Where your life's a mess, you live downtown. Where depression's just status quo. Down on Skid Row. Someone show me a way to get out of here, 'cause I constantly pray I'll get out of here. Please won't somebody say I'll get out of here. Someone give me my shot or I'll rot here. Someone show me a way to get out of here, 'cause I constantly pray I'll get out of here. Please won't somebody say I'll get out of here. Someone give me my shot or I'll rot here. Gee, it sure would be swell to get out of here. Bid the gutter farewell and get out of here. I'd move heaven and hell to get out of Skid. I don't know what to get out of Skid, but I have nothing lot to get out of Skid. People tell me there's not a way out of Skid, but believe me, I gotta get out of Skid Row.
Thank you very much for that. I'd like to invite Dr. Visas onto the stage, please, to present awards to Year 12 and 13 students. The Year 12 subject prizes for art goes to Mandy, biology to Mangpur, and business studies to I. The chemistry prize has been won by Mangpur, computer science by York, and geography by Cherry. The mathematics prize is won by Paint, who also wins the extracurricular music prize. If you don't know Paint, he's been sat at the back on the drums several times already. And the physics prize goes to Jijiang. That's the Year 12 prizes. In Year 13, we just have 4 prizes, each one for a general area of subjects rather than individual subjects, apart from the first one, which is for mathematics, which goes to Moss. The others are for sciences that go to Buddy, humanities to Stam, and creative arts to June. Thank you very much, Dr. Wiesert, for presenting those prizes. That finishes the award of prizes for this year. We're now going to have a musical interlude again. We're going to hear two different tie groups, our Year 8 String Ensemble and the Year 9 Kim group. After that, Mrs. Alison Weeks, who's the Deputy Head of Secondary and the Head of Sixth Form, will introduce our Year 13 graduation.
Thank you very much. That was absolutely excellent. I'd like to start the Year 13 graduation with a short video. Ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, colleagues, parents, students, but most importantly, Year 13. I'm extremely proud to be stood here speaking to you in your last few days at school. And you have much to be proud of in what you have achieved in the last 13 years. I think the best testament to your achievements is what you're going on to do. That you have the drive and confidence to apply for courses in such wide-ranging subjects as mechanical engineering, communication design, computer science, hotel management, manga, business, architecture and economics, it's brilliant. That you're applying to do them in the USA, in Britain, in Switzerland, in Japan, in Australia and Thailand is even better. You've thought about who you are, you have thought about what you want, and you have lifted your eyes to scan a very wide horizon for where you can find interesting, exciting, and valuable places to go and learn. You will come back as strong, independent, and well-educated individuals ready to take on your lives. Your family, friends, and school are very proud of you, and we have many, many reasons to be so. I know you've written a speech to deliver after me, I have proofread it, in which you reflect on your times at St. Stephen's, but I just want to say that I'm very proud to be able to say that I've helped guide you and look after you these past few years. You are some of the funniest, kindest, and most entertaining young adults I have come across in many years of teaching. Your future flatmates, lecturers, and tutors are very lucky to have you, unless it is your turn to cook or clean for them, in which case I pity them greatly. So, work hard, play hard, and say yes to every opportunity you have in the next few years. It will make sure that you can be as proud and happy of your time at university as you should be of your time at St. Stephen's. Thank you. And brace yourselves, because I now invite Pun and Moss to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of St. Stephen graduates, Year 13, we would like to welcome our honored guests, teachers, friends, and of course, fellow students. It is our great pleasure to address you on the day of our graduation and publicly thank all of you who have helped us to get us here. Before we commence our speech, I know for a fact that most of you do not even care about what I'm going to say. But listen up, because this speech may potentially change your school life. So listen up. It's a fine day. We know that we would not be here without the support of our friends, teachers, parents, who have guided us through this extraordinary journey. Thank you, I really mean it. We know we have made many mistakes, but we have also had individual and group success. We have learned and laughed our way through hard times, such as floods, crises, and as well as memorable trips, outstanding teaching and experience that are unique to international schools such as St. Stephen's. We can look back at the last 14 years, 14, and tell you with confidence that you should follow your passion, always stay true to yourself, think for yourself, and don't let somebody else's opinion become your reality.
Your time at school is limited, and we know that whilst life is easy and fun at the start, the exam starts very quickly. They are tough, and you will probably hate them. So here's our advice. Whatever you do, you'll always have haters. So just shake it off. Keep working hard. Starting from today, fight for what's precious to you, and nothing in the world will be able to stop you. Leave no regrets, but ultimately have fun. There will be times when you ask your friends, what do you mean? And times when you think whether it's too late to say sorry. But in the end, you only have to love yourself. We are sad to leave St. Stephen's, as it is not just a school, but it's more like a big family. But also, we are proud to call ourselves St. Stephen's alumni, reminding us who we were, who we are now, and who we are destined to be. Many of us have grown up within the walls of St. Stephen's, and it will be a long time before we put roots down like this again. We will miss you all. and it has been an honor to represent St. Stephen's, the class of 2016. Thank you, and farewell.
Thank you, and full points to any adult who got the musical references in that. Right, we'd like to now have the Year 13 graduation. I'll call you up in groups of 3, please. So first of all, can we have Pam, Buddy, and Moss? Oh, sorry, and please, can I please invite Dr. Vizut up to the stage to come and present Year 13s with their graduation certificates. Pam. Pam will be studying business in Australia. Buddy. Buddy will be staying in Thailand to study nanotechnology. Moss will be moving to the UK to study mechanical engineering. We have Todd, Stam, and Pun. Todd will be staying in Thailand to study business. Stam will be staying in Thailand to study communication design. Pun is moving to the UK to study computer science. Can I have Nick, Michael, Bam Bam, and June? Nick is staying in Thailand to study economics. Michael is moving to the United States to study mechanical engineering. Bam Bam is staying in Thailand to study architecture. June is moving to Japan to study manga. And John is not able to be with us today, but he is moving to Switzerland to study hotel management. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you. I now invite Dr. Vizut to address.
For me, today I very honored to have all the parents, students, and really glad that our student has been leaving the school. One thing that I feel for the past few years, since I moved to be a head school director here, that St. Stephen, like Pan and Moss already mentioned, that St. Stephen is a unique in itself. As I work in several things, especially in the international school in Thailand, I can say that our St. Stephen is a unique which a lot of school envy, because they talk a lot about us, and they talk a lot that they want our kid to be that student as well. So for me, I feel very proud that our student success today is not only come from academic alone. It's come from our community, our family, which since from the primary level, I think our students join together, work together, play together as one big family. So I wish all the year 13 that one day, don't forget about our small family here, that I would say that welcome at any time to visit our family here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vizut, for those kind words. That's the end of the formal part of the ceremony. There should, I'm sure there will be, a buffet outside waiting for everybody, so do stay and enjoy that. Can I remind those of you going back on the buses that we said the bus would go at 4 o'clock. If Mr. Kirk wouldn't mind asking if the bus could stay until 4:15, because we're nearly 10 minutes longer than thought. So students, if you're going back on the bus, unless you hear anything else, it will go at 4:15. And please, would you make it your responsibility, students, if you are going back on the bus to school, to make sure that you are downstairs by 4:15. Otherwise, thank you very much, everybody, particularly to parents for coming and joining with us this afternoon. I hope you have enjoyed the ceremony. Could I ask the Year 13 graduates to come back onto the stage, and we'll take some formal group photographs. But otherwise, thank you very much, everybody, and I hope you have a safe journey back home. Thank you.
One, two, three. Okay.
ใช้ได้ไหมเต้ใช้ได้ไหมโอเคอ่ะโอเคเอาอะไรอีกไหม
สองสามกดไลค์นิดนึงครับตอนนี้เลย1 2 3